Welcome to Bottles and Bites Without Borders, where every sip and every bite tell a story. Rob is your host. Each week, he will take you on a delicious journey, from vineyard tales and distillery secrets to culinary traditions. So, grab a favorite drink, a plate of something tasty, and join us for another adventure with Bottles and Bites.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. Thanks for joining us for another episode, and back by popular demand. My lovely wife, Sandra. How you doing, babe?
I'm doing good. I don't know how popular of a demand, but here I am.
I'm getting flooded. They want me gone and you in the seat.
I don't think so.
Oh, I think so. I mean, you are popular and in demand.
Okay.
All right. So you're going to do an episode by yourself here pretty soon?
No.
Give the people what they want?
No.
Not happening?
No.
Not happening. Okay. All right. We're going to have a little chat tonight about pizza.
Yep.
And anybody who knows me or has followed the YouTube channel, or maybe not as much on the podcast, I probably need to do some more, pizza podcasts, because I do love pizza. I'm down the rabbit hole. I love pizza. We've got 3 pizza ovens in the backyard. I love the science, the nerdiness of making doughs and poolishes and bigas and the cold fermentations and getting the timing right and the different kinds of flours that you use. So I'm down that rabbit hole pretty big. Mm-hmm. You would agree?
Absolutely.
And we've kind of had a crazy weekend, a lot of things going on in our lives. And we had some plans made for this Sunday. This is a Sunday. And things kind of fell through.
Yep.
And we were trying to decide what we wanted to do for dinner. And we thought, let's just have a glass of wine and let's order a pizza from our favorite pizza shop.
Absolutely.
And come to find out, our favorite pizza shop, we didn't realize, changed their hours and they are now closed on Sundays.
Yes, they are.
Kind of surprised me. We're in America. We're in Houston. We're in Texas. This is football nation, but Texas also being a football state, hugely popular. I would think, and I think we have a little proof to this, pizzas would be popular on a Sunday, but
absolutely.
I give the guy credit. He shuts his doors on Sundays now. And
I say good for him.
Good for him.
Bad for us.
Well, yeah, because we were craving his
pizza.
Which one?
It was the thin crust.
What's it called?
Detroit. No. It's I don't know what he calls it.
You want me to help you?
Yeah.
Tavern style.
Tavern style.
Bar
yes,
pie.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, well, apparently, it's
couldn't
right at
remember
the tip
the
of your
name.
tongue. Everybody knows. How could you forget your favorite?
Well, I couldn't remember the style of pizza. I just know it's the very thin, crispy crust.
Yeah, he makes a good one.
Oh, yeah.
So his shop is known for Detroit style pizza, but he also, a year ago or so, started making tavern style pizzas. And one night we said, let's try this, and because it's a style we love. And boy, he does it well.
Oh.
One of our favorites. So if we're not in the mood to cook, if it's a night like tonight where we're just craving a little pizza, he's our go-to.
Absolutely.
Chris, that's you over at Sapore. Yeah.
Yes.
Really good pizza. But he's closed. So you throw out an idea, and I thought this was a great idea. You said, what if we put the big chains to a test?
Right.
And you said, what if we do that and do an episode on it? And I thought, that's a great idea. So what we ended up doing was we decided, after a little talking, that we would order up some pizzas, exact same pizzas. I say that, but same toppings. We thought we were ordering the same style, but we got a little variation there from Domino's and Papa John's.
Yes.
To see if these national giants can actually satisfy us when we're craving a little pizza. Is there such a thing as a good pizza from a chain? Do we think either of these, were they impressive at all? Or did they leave us saying, never again?
Right.
We made a mistake. So that's what we're going to talk about in this episode. We're going to get into this a little bit.
Yep.
And see what we think about Domino's and Papa John's.
Correct.
All right. Now, whenever we have pizza, you got to have something to wash it down with.
Absolutely.
Do you want to tell folks what we had, or you want me to enlighten them?
We had water.
We had water. We're big fans of water.
Not even close.
The way water and food complement each other.
It's amazing.
Oh, man, it is the best.
You know, I was thinking back just now. I remember way back in our early years, we weren't, I remember I loved pizza and a glass of Coke.
I do too. I remember that back in the day before I was a wine person. A cold Coca-Cola hit the spot when you're having a slice of pizza.
Yes.
No doubt about it. I agree with that 100%.
Now I don't think we can do Coca-Cola in our pizza. Although
I could do it, but it's not my preference.
Right.
I mean, if we're doing pizza from, hey, Domino's and Papa John's tonight, and we're having wine, we're not going. So, by the way, we don't ever have soda in our house.
No,
anyway.
we don't. We don't.
Back in the day
soda.
when we were young, we drank some sodas, but we don't anymore. So, wouldn't even be an option.
No, our options now are which red are we opening?
Red or white?
Exactly.
And we always go red with pizza.
Yes, we do.
So we had a delicious wine tonight. We opened up. Got to tell people what we were drinking.
Absolutely.
So we had a GD Vera, which is a Langhi Nebbiolo. It's one of our favorite wines. And when you think Nebbiolo, most people go right to Barolo and Barbaresco. And rightfully so, they think there's a little bit of a price tag with it. And there is. But this particular wine, this is a 2023 vintage. So it's fairly young when you think about the Nebbiolo grape. It's from Langhi, up in the Piedmont area. But this producer is a very good producer.
Okay.
And, anytime you can get Nebbiolo that delivers both on value and pedigree, I mean, you kind of pay attention to that one.
Absolutely. Yes.
And this has been one you've been enjoying for the last couple of months.
Yes,
We continue to open these up because you do get great value, and they're so delicious.
Oh, and it went very well with our pizzas.
I mean, $22 a bottle.
Can't beat it.
Yeah. So the 2023 GD Veta, however you say it, the Langhi Nebbiolo is everything you want in a young Nebbiolo. I mean, it's got this perfumed note on it, this structured, vibrant, and it comes from, one of Piedmont's most respected producers. Vera is known for making great wines with finesse, precision, and this one definitely delivers, I think you would agree, more than what you pay for it. It punches up.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
And when you think food, I mean, this would go with, food through and through, whether it's pastas with these rich sauces, roasted meats would be great with this, a mushroom risotto would be great with this, or you could do what we did tonight, and we had a little pizza with this.
Yes, and it was very good.
So it's, high quality winemaking with this wine. It's approachable right now, and it's, it's got that unmistakable Nebbiolo character, which we absolutely love.
Yeah, I you can't go wrong with the Nebbiolo.
It's just the grape itself, such food friendly. But I would also say this is just another example or a reminder that, great Italian wine doesn't have to break the bank.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, you can get such beautiful wines for a really good cost.
Oh, for sure. And it was fabulous. It was perfect for what we were doing tonight, and it just satisfied everything for us with this pizza.
Okay, let's get back to the pizza then.
Yes.
Domino's and Papa John's. You and I I think we touched on 4 potential chains to order from. Domino's, Papa John's. We mentioned Pizza Hut and just kind of threw out and didn't really talk about it too much, Godfather's.
Correct.
And those people might be going, where the hell do you live? You still have a Godfather's.
I know.
Hey, we still have a Godfather's around here.
Yes, we
Matter
do.
of fact, it's somewhat new to the neighborhood. It's only been here about 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
So I don't know the last time I had a Godfather's pizza.
Oh, I it's been a while. I think we tried the Godfather's pizza when it first opened out here in our neighborhood, and then we haven't been back.
Can't tell you why I don't like Godfather's.
Why?
Because when you call the order, and I go, what size are your pizzas? They go large, small, medium, and large. I go, okay, great. What size are they? 12, 14, 16, 14, 16,
They couldn't
8.
tell you?
They're just small, medium, and large. That's all we have. I go, I understand, but how big are they? How many inches? We don't know. You either get a small, medium, or a large. And I'm like, okay, then if you don't even know what size your pizzas are as far as inches, I don't even want to order from you.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot about that.
You remember that?
Yes, I do.
And I was like, I'm not ordering from, I mean, maybe we need to revisit it. It could have been somebody
new.
Bad night, whatever, but that just rubbed me the wrong way. I mean, you got to know. You can't say small, medium, and large.
Because what is a small? What is a medium? What is a large?
Small, if I ask about a Coke, I want to know, is it 8 ounce, 12 ounce, 16 ounce, or how many ounces am I getting?
Yeah.
Don't get me started on Cokes because you never get that many ounces. So anyway, that got rid of Godfathers pretty quick. And we were down to Papa John's, Pizza Hut, and Domino's. Now, I was quick to say I think Domino's definitely needs to be in there. And the reason I said that was I know they're thin and crispy pizza. And I haven't had it for a very long time, but I remember it being not that bad.
Interesting. Okay.
So that's why I kind of lobbied for and was pushing hard to make sure that was in there.
You didn't say that.
No, I didn't want to kind of lead you that way.
Okay.
And then the next one, we were between Papa John's and Pizza Hut. Mm-hmm. And I was okay with Pizza Hut. Then you were the one that brought up
Papa John's.
Let's do Papa John's. And I said, okay.
Yep. I just chose Papa John's because, everybody knows Papa John's and they're
Hey, pizzas. Better ingredients, better pizza.
There you go.
That's their motto.
It is.
Did they live up to it?
Well, we're going to find out.
We're going to discuss that. So, I made a mistake.
Yes.
You got on your phone. I got on my phone.
Yeah.
You were in charge of Domino's. I was in charge of
Papa John's.
Mm-hmm. We agreed we would order the same pizza from both places, medium, thin crust.
Yes.
Just Italian sausage with the meat and the sauce and cheese. Nothing else. That's the two orders. Let's do a comparison.
Right. And who ordered correctly?
Not me.
That's right.
I screwed it up.
Yes, you did.
I don't know how I did that. You saw me. I was showing you on the phone because you were looking over my shoulder. And I go, they have a thin crust. You go, let's do that. Because we started with Papa John's, me ordering, and then you went and did this. So
I probably should have seen you push the thin crust.
Now,
you never did.
In my defense, I'm not going to just take complete ownership of this. There's a possibility I screwed it up. There's also a possibility that Papa John screwed this up.
They had your receipt.
But they also didn't have my order when we got there.
But they did not.
We're going to get into that. So
they did not, but they had your receipt.
Maybe I put it in their right in their system, just threw it up in the air and said, screw him, we're not going thin crust, we're going original.
Sure.
That could have happened.
Sure.
You don't believe me?
No.
I don't either. Okay, so I screwed that up. But anyway, so those were the two that we ordered. Mm-hmm. And let's talk a little bit about, we didn't do delivery. We wanted to go get them and pick them up. Mm-hmm. Not that far from where we live, both locations. Mm-hmm. Quicker time, make sure it's a little fresher.
Right.
You had a time of 12 minutes for your pizza to be ready for carryout.
I did.
I thought that was pretty good.
It was very good.
I mean, you placed the order, it says it'll be ready in 12 minutes. That's pretty fast.
That was very fast.
So we go to get your pizza first. What were you impressed with? Because I have something I was impressed with when we pulled into the parking lot.
What was I impressed with?
Was there anything? I have something I was impressed with.
I don't think there was anything. It was a pizza place. They were very friendly. They were very quick. They were. That's what I was impressed with.
I'll tell you what I was impressed with.
Go ahead.
There were like 42,000 cars out in the parking lot that had a Domino's delivery little light thing on top. Uh-huh. I'm exaggerating, obviously. But there were probably 12, 15 cars out there with guys pulling in, guys pulling out. The deliveries were happening.
Yes.
People were ordering pizzas on this Sunday with, we made the mention a little while ago with football, it being Sunday. Football. Mm-hmm. I mean, they were rocking and rolling. They were busy, but they also got your pizza out very quick.
Yes, they did.
We left our house, got there. We got there a couple minutes early. You came back out and said 2 more minutes, and it wasn't 2 more minutes, and they had
my pizza.
So I was impressed. My point is, for a place that's very busy on a Sunday when we're in football season here in the States, they rocked and rolled. They
were
got
efficient.
it done. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was very impressed. The cook was right.
Yes.
Is what we asked for. Everything from the looks of it, we haven't gotten into taking that
Correct.
bite yet, was pretty good.
Everything. Yep.
Okay.
Got my thin crust. Everything.
So from there, we're heading up the street to Papa John's.
Yes.
And I'm not happy when I get in there. They lost my order. Well, I won't say they lost it. They had it. But the customer service wasn't very friendly.
Yeah.
So first of all, I walk in, and there's this big old guy in the back that's kind of boxing pizzas out after they're coming out of the oven. And he's like, can I help you? And I was like, I'm here for a pickup. Name, Rob. Rob what? Rob Clark. And he's like, we don't have a pizza for you.
Yep.
And I go, no, I ordered it here. He goes, nope, not here. I don't have anything for you. And I went, well, okay. Is there another Papa John's on blank, blank, blank road? I don't know why I have said blank, blank, blank.
That's okay.
On Mason Road. And he said, nope, we're it. And then I go, well, then I ordered it here. And he goes, I got nothing for you. Didn't even come up front to check the computer. And I will say, a very nice young man. Yes. Half the age of this guy back there boxing pizzas came out and said, I'm sorry, you ordered a pizza here? I said, well, I thought I did. And he goes, let me check in here. And he goes, the name. And I said, it was under Rob. And he goes, Rob Clark. I have it right here. And he turned around and looked at the guy and goes, you should have it back there. And he goes, I ain't got nothing under that name.
The customer service was not
Now, to
good.
be fair, the young man was great.
Yes.
He said, listen, he was very apologetic. Can I offer you a soda? You know, it's going to be a few minutes. The guy in the back said, it'll be 6 minutes. Come back in 6 minutes. I was like,
I know.
Boy, isn't he friendly?
I know. Well, not your best experience in a long time with Papa John's.
Now, they didn't know that we were doing a pizza review.
They did not.
But the point, I guess my impression there would be, I would have thought it would be the reversed as far as age. A young person wouldn't care as much. An older person in my generation, in their 50s, might care a little more. But it was absolutely the reverse. And that young man, he was great. When we finally went back in 6-7 minutes later and the pizza was ready, again, he offered a soda. He offered some extra stuff. I didn't need it. But he did a good job of trying to rebound. So I do appreciate that. Yeah.
He did.
Now, they didn't have 14, 15 cars out front.
No, they did not.
Delivering.
But they could have been out delivering.
Well, they did have a bunch being made in the rack. So they were obviously pretty busy, too.
Yeah, we don't know.
And there were multiple people picking up in line. So, again, Sunday during football season, pizza's a popular choice.
Oh, yes.
All right. So the folks know what we have here.
Yes.
We have a thin crust, Italian sausage, and we're talking cracker crust thin.
Yes.
How'd you like that?
That's my favorite.
Okay.
I like a very thin cracker crust pizza.
And then we had an original crust from Papa John's.
Yes.
Also Italian sausage.
Yes.
I got to tell you, just out of the chute, I wasn't disappointed with either one.
I was not disappointed.
You know, I'll be honest. When you and I are sitting around on whatever, and we decide all of a sudden we want a pizza, we work very hard to, if our shop's not open or for whatever reason, we try to find a mom and pop place that we can find that we think we're going to get a better pizza from. And we have done this a handful of times where we go to a new mom and pop place and we're disappointed.
Yes.
We're like, I wouldn't do that again.
Correct.
That was $26 and it was terrible.
Yeah.
That wasn't our experience tonight.
No. And we have, once we find our mom and pop shop, we are as
Pretty
loyal as loyal can be. Because we did have one, ended up closing. I'm sure it was some family.
Rosa's Restaurante.
Rosa's,
Yeah, boy, they were a family from New York that did New York style. That was
the best
the
pizza.
best here in Katy.
And for whatever reasons, personal reasons happened, and they ended up closing. Then, thankfully, we tried Sapore and found that. And unfortunately for us today, it was closed.
Usually not. Well,
No.
we don't order pizza a lot because, again, I'm down that rabbit hole.
You do.
But we haven't had pizza in a few weeks. I guess it's been since your family was here, so probably 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And we were trying to decide dinner, had a lot going on today. Finally, I texted you, said, let's just do a pizza from Sapore. I didn't know they'd changed their hours. So
I
it's
didn't
been a
know.
while since we've ordered from there. But you had a great idea. And this worked out because I will honestly tell you, before tonight, if somebody asked me, would you order a pizza from Domino's or Papa John's when you're craving a pizza? Would that be an option? I would have said, hell no.
No. Mm-mm.
Look for a mom and pop place.
Right.
And that's where you need to order from.
Yep.
I'm big enough to sit here and say I think I was wrong.
Right. Well, you have to pick, I think, the right pizza when you're ordering from there. Because we have come to order pizzas with as few toppings as possible. Because a lot of the times, way back in the day when we would order pizzas, we wanted the meat lovers, the supreme, the veggie, all the things.
A 9-pound pizza.
Yeah. And then we're wondering why we're so full after just two slices.
Two.
You know, I'm being generous.
Yeah.
And so we've learned, that pizza doesn't have to have all the toppings.
And for a reason that, it's our opinion, when you eat pizza, you want to enjoy the cheese, the sauce, that ingredient on top. And we're not saying you have to have one ingredient. I think our max is 3, but we just went 1 tonight. But you want to enjoy all of those kind of working in harmony. Think about it like when we say drink wine, you want everything to work together, the tannins, the acidity, the fruit. You want all this to kind of be in balance.
Right.
I would say the same thing with pizza or any food. You want your bites to be in balance, that they complement each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And tomato sauce and cheese is a component of the pizza. You don't want to load it up with 50 toppings.
Right. And maybe that's my only critique on these pizzas, and both of them, not one in particular, is the cheese. I feel sometimes when we make our own at home, we get a little bit better quality cheeses.
No doubt about it.
Than what we're going to get at Papa John's or Domino's or any other fast food pizza place. So that would be my biggest critique, is the cheese.
You're just talking quality, though.
Quality.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Quality. Because I think their ratio cheese to sauce was pretty good.
I thought it was very good. I've seen some places that over cheese, and it's like, that's just too much cheese on a pizza. I thought that the cheese to sauce ratio on the both pizzas was fine. It was good. I had no issue with it. I didn't think it was bad cheese, but I do agree with you that when you get it at home and you're getting, a blends that we make, and we're buying it fresh from the deli, whole milk mozzarella, some provolone, some part skim, and we're grating it ourselves and making our blend, it's definitely better.
Yes.
But this wasn't bad by any means.
No. Yeah. Okay. So are we going to talk about the pizzas?
Let's talk. Fire away. You have some opinions. Shoot.
Well, Domino's.
Let's start there.
The thin crust, absolutely loved. When I want a thin crust, I'm not talking like just a New York style pizza. I'm talking like thin cracker crust.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I thought it was so good. It was delicious. It was
for
perfect.
People listening, I would have called this a tavern style.
Yes.
It's thin, and it's cut like tavern style in those kind of those squares and and smaller pieces that are just bites that you would get in a tavern. So it really reminded me of that.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
You agree?
Oh yeah. That's exactly what I was looking for, and what I wanted tonight was that nice cracker thin tavern style crust.
We were supposed to have
pizza.
that 2 ways from Papa's as well, but I screwed that up. But back to Domino's, let me ask you this. We had this option when we were ordering for the Domino's, well done, or was that a Papa's?
No, that was Papa John's.
Well, I did well done on that.
And you thought you did.
I did. Remember, you saw me hit well done.
I didn't see you hit. We were talking.
Well, I hit well done. It didn't taste well done. But I was getting ready to say the Domino's thin crust, it was almost like it was cooked to this way where it was that crackery kind of just bite and break. It wasn't a pull with the dough. It was just very crispy, which I liked it. I thought it was cooked perfectly.
It was cooked very perfect. And I was very curious when it said thin crust. I'm like, oh, I hope it's the thin crust that I like. And you see the pictures on the website and all that, and you're always like, oh, is it really going to look like that or not? And it did.
Yeah.
It did. It delivered exactly what I wanted.
Yeah, I thought it was
Not
very
disappointed.
good. I was very impressed with the pizza from Domino's.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm happy to say I would recommend it, and I would say I would order it again.
Yes.
I'd have no problem if you and I are here going, we want a pizza and Sappori's, it's a Sunday again. I would get Domino's. I'd have no issue with that.
Oh, none.
Thought it was really good.
Absolutely.
The thin crust.
Yes.
I don't know that you'd get me off the thin crust. It was that good.
It was very, very good, and I would highly recommend it.
Be too risky for me to try their other choices just because that was so good and we love that style so much.
Yes. One of the reasons I like the thin crust and I would probably order it from a restaurant is a lot of the times the doughs can be a little too heavy.
Bingo.
And I don't want to get full on the dough. I want to just taste everything, and that's why I think I would just order the thin crust from Domino's again. I don't think I would try any of the other type of doughs that they have because I just don't know how they make it.
That's what I'm saying. The risk isn't worth the reward, largely because we already know we like this style and they do it well.
Yes.
So we're going to stick with what we know.
Absolutely.
If you don't like thin crust, by all means, I would say give Domino's a try still. However, my screw up could lead to an option for you if you don't like that super thin crust, because I screwed up and ordered original from Papa John's.
Yes.
And it worked out.
It did.
So Papa John's, this is the one where I thought I'd ordered the well done, and I didn't get it. But on the note that if you don't like Domino's thin crust or thin crust style, we can't, because we didn't try it tonight, make the recommendation for, an original or hand tossed from Domino's. However, Papa John's delivered pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, my mistake could have been a benefit for a lot of people. Maybe I'm brilliant and did that on purpose.
Uh-huh.
You don't believe that?
No.
But I am brilliant. You just don't think I did it on purpose.
You didn't do it on purpose.
But you do think I'm brilliant.
We'll go with that. Sure.
Wow. All right. So, you were the first one when we got both pizzas. We opened that Domino's and it was like, that's what we were looking for. Mm-hmm. And you opened the Papa John's and went, this is not thin crust.
No.
And I had to look at my phone receipt.
Yeah.
And I went, oh, it says original. I don't know how I really don't know how I screwed that up. But anyway.
It's okay.
I thought it was really good. I got to tell you, I thought both pizzas or one of these pizzas, I would be not just a little disappointed. I thought I'd be like, yeah, I can't eat that.
Right.
I mean, the way we eat pizza, the way we make pizza now, I can't eat that. Wasn't the case.
No.
Papa John's, I got to tell you, the dough, this was a regular cook, and the dough was very good. Had great flavor. Held together well, had a nice pull on it when you took a bite. Mm-hmm. The toppings, the cheeses, the sauce came at the bite. They didn't slide off or anything. I thought it was a very well put together pizza.
Yes, I did. I liked everything about it. Remember when we were trying the Domino's pizza, we ordered same toppings for both of them.
Yep.
My only complaint for the Domino's was the size of the sausage on the pizza. Because it was a very thin crust, and now this is a personal thing. I thought the bites were too big, or the slices were too big.
That's what she said.
Oh my gosh!
Why were you shaking your hand?
I didn't want you to do that.
You knew what was coming.
Yes, I did. Anyways, they were too big for the thin crust. I thought maybe that could be a taste preference, but I thought they were too big.
Pieces were too big.
Yeah, the pieces were too big.
Because they were inconsistent in their size.
Right.
They weren't consistently all big.
Correct.
Your point would be you would think that you would crumble them a little bit more on a thin crust. Mm-hmm. I would say that would be true on any kind of pizza. You would just like to see the sausage crumbled a little bit more on the thin crust. What about the Papa John's?
Yeah, I thought that was perfect.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You could get sausage and they were all about the same sizes.
What about the ratio of sausage to the size of the pizza? Did you feel like you had enough sausage on both pizzas?
I would say I had enough sausage on the Papa John's.
you would have liked a little bit better distribution
on the
coverage
thin crust.
on the Domino's thin crust. Mm-hmm. I think that's fair. I can see that. And again, it comes back to, this is a chain. There's some kid in there working, for a lower wage, and it's a get the order in, get the order out kind of thing. So there's no like love, and that gets back to why sometimes we want to order from a mom and pop, because we think we're going to get that love. They're going to create us something that means something to them and that we're going to enjoy.
And where these chains are just how many can we get
mass
out?
produced, yeah. It's football Sunday. We've got 100 orders in the last hour. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Yeah. But again, both pizzas, very good.
So, good. Was there anything you didn't like about the Papa John's? Understanding the dough, obviously I screwed it up. That's not on them. Would you still like to try their thin crust to see how that is compared to the Domino's?
Yes, I would. I would love to try the thin crust.
How would you describe their pizza? Meaning style. I don't think it was like in a New York style.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I just thought the bottom dough was a little thicker than what I think on a New York. It's a little thinner. But I thought it was kind of almost a hybrid in between a New York and I don't know what else style, but not quite a New York. It was good. It wasn't too heavy, but it didn't make me think New York style pizza.
That's funny that you said that. I thought New York style pizza.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Maybe it didn't have the flop that you would like, but that was what I figured.
Okay. I didn't go there.
Do they even offer New York style?
Well, that's what they had, the thin crust New York style. Oh, but I didn't order that.
So you messed it up.
Yeah. Oh. So I was trying to think of, and we'll have to try that again and see how thin that is. But theirs wasn't a tavern style. They looked like they cut everything in triangles, where the tavern style from Domino's, we got the squares.
And that's probably more traditional for a tavern style.
It is. That's why it made me think tavern style.
Yeah. So I thought that was really good.
So we'll have to try that again. But I thought this, call it hand-tossed or original dough, I just thought it had great flavor.
It was very good. I told you I tasted like a little sweetness to it.
Yeah.
Like there was some maybe honey or something in there.
Well,
it was very good.
I didn't get that, but if you did, I think that's a good thing. Because it was something you enjoyed.
Yes.
Okay, because you were trying to figure it out, was it the dough or the sauce? You took a bite of just the dough and you determined that's where you were getting that flavor from. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I thought this pizza, the Papa John's, was well cooked. Mm-hmm. I thought we asked for well done, but apparently not. But it was still well cooked. So I'd still like to see, what does the well done look like?
I would too.
Because a little crispier, a little bit more cook on that, I wouldn't have been disappointed.
No.
You made that comment like shot at me. Huh?
No, I would like to see how that one tastes as well. And I think feel we wouldn't be disappointed in it at all.
Yeah, I don't either. We may have to, in a few months, do this again and just kind of confirm our thoughts.
And I'm probably going to say, I may be just putting it out there, we may like the Papa John's thin crust a little bit better. But I was very curious because when you thought you were ordering it, it asked for crispy or extra crispy. So I'm like wondering what they
asked for normal cook or well done.
Oh, normal cook or well done. So I was like, ooh, what does that mean?
Yeah, your comment was, I'm a little nervous that well done is going to be more than I want. But I'm also nervous that normal cook's going to be like, I wanted it cooked more than this.
Exactly.
You weren't sure what's the range here.
Yeah, and that got me very nervous on what we were going to get. Where at Domino's, it just said thin, and it was like, well, that's what I want, thin.
Yeah. But they cooked that well.
They did.
I thought that was a little bit well done. Not overcooked, but the Domino's.
Yeah.
It was so crispy. It was cooked a little longer than I might have cooked it, but it worked.
That was perfect for me.
Well, I don't dispute that, but I just thought it was tasting and stuff. I went, oh, this is really well done, but this works. I'm just saying, if I were cooking it, I might have pulled it a little sooner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's where I was a little nervous with the Papa John's when it's at regular or
Well, now we know what the bar is for regular.
Yeah.
And we both agree, I think, we could go a little more. You could go to well done.
So. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not that the regular cook wasn't bad. It was very good. It was cooked enough, but I could go a little more for what I like.
Well, that I think we're confusing. You're confused.
Papa John's.
Yes.
Cooked fine. That was the regular cook.
Oh, okay.
If they went a little bit more, I wouldn't be disappointed with that.
No.
It had room to go a little more.
Yes.
So next time we get a Papa John's, I'm up for checking that, like I did this time, the well done box, and seeing how that comes out. I know I did it.
Apparently you didn't.
You know, computers, you can't trust them. They don't get stuff right all the time, Sandra.
Sure, it's not the user, not user error.
No. So I think we both agree, tell me if I'm wrong, we would order from here again.
Which here? Either one? Yes.
We would order these pizzas again. If I asked you to pick a winner, I think I know your answer just because it's thin crust, tavern style that you like. Tonight, Domino's would win for you just based on style.
Yes.
Both were really good pizzas. I would probably agree with you too, but not by a landslide.
No, not by a landslide.
I think the Papa John's was a very good pizza. And you know, a lot of people ask the question, can you get a good pizza at a national chain?
I think you can.
I am persuaded tonight, too. I've become a bit of a pizza snob over the last 10 years. I don't know the last time we've had a Domino's or a Papa John's. I mean, it's been a decade.
Yeah. I would say, yes, you can. I would highly recommend staying away from all the fads of pizzas. If you're a fan of pizza,
build your pizza.
Build your pizza.
Don't order a specialty pizza.
No, don't get all that stuffed
Keep it
crust
simple.
And all that. Exactly. I would highly suggest build your own pizza.
I think you're
Simple.
making right now a great point. I didn't know you had that in you. Nicely
I like
done,
pizza.
Sandy. No, but I think you bring up a great point. Simple is better.
Yes.
Sometimes less is more.
Yes.
And, you know, I wouldn't have thought to say that, so I'm glad you did, because I think you're right. If you're going to order from one of these places, to get what we think is a good pizza, I think you do have to keep it simple.
Yeah, don't go with all the fad stuff, all the stuffed crust, all the
There's specialty
things.
pizzas so you don't want to order the cheesesteak pizza, Philly cheesesteaks out, or the loaded barbecue.
No.
Yeah,
no,
that's
no,
not
no.
pizza to begin with,
Yeah,
right?
no.
Okay.
Just keep it
So
simple.
keep it simple: crust, sauce, cheese, and then 2 to 3 ingredients,
yes.
and that's a max.
Toppings. Yes.
Toppings. 1 is great. 2 is going to work really well. 3 is you're
Max.
pushing it, but go ahead and try. Okay.
And again, I'm not opposed to trying some of it, because don't get me wrong, we like the prosciutto with the arugula and the balsam. Nice, maybe more upscale type pizzas. But at these chain restaurants, you really, I think, just keep it simple.
Yeah, if you want to go crazy and try some fun, you know, combinations of flavors or toppings, do it at home, is what you're saying.
Yes.
You can control it a little bit more. The quality is going to be a little better.
Yes.
The cook will be better.
I would not do it on these chain pizzas.
So are you looking forward to, I say what we need to do in the future is, right now, Domino's is the standard. You're like, that was really good. That was tavern style. I think we need to go back and give Papa John's another shot.
Yes.
With that thin crust
Maybe
New York
I'll
style,
order.
see what we think. And then maybe in that same time, order one from, I would say, Pizza Hut, maybe Godfather's. Is there another chain? Marco's? I'm trying to think of what the chain.
Does Marco's make thin crust?
I don't know. I'm just talking out chains that we can look at their menus.
Yeah,
and
interesting.
see, but we'll get.
Are we? Go ahead.
What?
No, go ahead. I was going to say, are we missing some chains? I feel
Well,
like
I'm sure we are. I mean, there's like Little Caesars, but we're not going there. They don't do a thin crust. I mean, you talk about pizza's pre-made and in the oven, in that warmer.
Yeah.
You just drive up, $5, drive off. But I've had enough Little Caesars with my son when he was playing baseball 15 years ago. It's not good pizza. But other chains, I know Marcos is out there. There's other places like Crust Pizza, which is like these new Subway-style pizza places. Maybe it's an option.
Maybe.
But my point is, we go back, we try the thin crust at... so we do the Papa John's, and we order... let's just go with Pizza Hut. That's the next biggest chain.
Sure.
And let's see if either one of those have a thin crust offering that we think can leapfrog and take the top spot from Domino's.
Okay.
Because you have Domino's in your mind. You know what it is.
Yep.
You know how much you liked it. It's on a pedestal.
It is.
It's going to be hard to beat.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're going to see if we can do it.
Okay.
All right. Any closing thoughts on pizza chains, versus the real deal? I think we've kind of touched on this where you don't have, I'm not saying you don't have great mom and pop places in a lot of towns and communities. A lot of them do. It just so happens we're in Katy, and unfortunately, we don't have a great 2 or 3 pizza shops that we have options with. We have one. We used to have a couple others, but they've closed down, some of them because of COVID and whatever.
Right.
But yeah.
The only thing I'm going to say is if you have an option and you can make pizza at home, do it.
Don't disagree. This is a scenario where it's late in the day and we go, pizza. Where if it were in the morning, I might make same day dough. But get that point.
Right.
But we're talking chain versus mom and pop. Is there a time where you would say, I think the chain would be okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's talk price real quick as we close out this episode.
Oh, for sure.
I think it's important to mention that because who you're feeding, what you're buying pizzas for, how many pizzas you might be buying, might also dictate where you buy from.
Yes.
If you've got people coming over for whatever and you just want a bunch of pizzas to put out, I think the quality you get here versus with the price versus even if your chain place, your mom and pop place is open, you could be $25 to $27 a pie from them, where here your tavern style was $12.
Yes.
Mine was $14 at Papa John's.
Right.
So that could play a part in where you go to. I thought that was honestly very fair pricing.
Yes.
I was not disappointed with that.
And again, we did the build your own.
Yes.
So.
And they were 12-inch.
Yes.
Both 12-inch medium pizzas is what we got.
Yes,
So, yeah, I think there could be a time where you want the national chain. That's the option you should go with. Largely driven by price. Could be convenience. Could be drive-through time. Because to the point of Domino's, 12 minutes. Sometimes you go to a mom and pop shop. You could call up to order a pizza and they go, wait time's an hour. It's going to be an hour and a half.
Right.
This is plan B.
Exactly.
Everybody needs a backup plan.
You do.
Yeah. This could be it. So just making sure it's a tool in your tool belt.
I agree. And so we're not poo-pooing on...
Not at all.
On chain pizzas.
I think there's a place for them, and they're not that bad.
No, not at all.
I was pleasantly surprised tonight.
I was too.
All right, our
very
next
happy.
episode. You want to hear what's coming up on the on the podcast? I had a fun episode with 3 friends, 2 of which are in the wine industry. One who's an avid wine drinker like me. You guys probably know the name Carter back on the episodes, or back on the show, I should say, on this episode. We did, and it's coming out next week, a fantasy grape draft episode. So we're in football season. A lot of these fantasy drafts have just ended because football season has officially started. I thought it would be fun to get 3 buddies. We have 4 of us in this draft, drafting 10 grapes each, where we build a roster, and then we're going to put everybody's roster out on our social media and see which roster would you rather drink from.
Interesting.
And make it kind of fun. So this is the Bottles and Bites 2025 Fantasy Grape Draft. This will be a new annual event. So this is coming out next week. It will be on audio for those of you who listen that way. We're also recorded this episode, so it will be on video on the YouTube channel, not just audio as well. So be a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to record. It's a longer episode.
Okay.
About an hour and 20 minutes, but it was fun to do. It was a little bantering and some controversial picks and some questioning.
Fun.
So fun one for you guys to look forward to.
All right.
All right. Anything else on pizza?
No.
For the chains?
No.
All right. Pizza Hut, you're up next. Papa John's, we're coming back to see you again to try your thin crust and see what we think. I don't know why I put that kind of elevator music on. Let's go with something a little different.
There we go.
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening to this episode of Bottles and Bites Without Borders. And until our next episode, keep exploring the world, one bottle and one bite at a time.